Hello and welcome into this Flannel Friday edition at the Revolution Ice Gardens alongside JD Fogarty. I'm Patrick Johnstone here as the Owls take on the Penn State Berks Blue Lions. JD, how you doing today?
I'm doing great, Patrick. Feeling good. You know, it's a little chilly in here, but I'm doing all right.
Well, JD, we got an exciting matchup, if you want to call it that. It is going to be the 2-15 Owls against the 2-10 Blue Lions. What do you see coming out of this game?
Well, interestingly enough, these two teams are very evenly matched, not just by their record, mind you. They're very similar teams. They both have about 20 to 25 players, which, you know, for the high-profile teams that we've seen here in this Temple season isn't a standard number. But another thing that's interesting about this Penn State team is that they're much like Temple, they're a very young team. Out of the 25 players on their roster, 15 of them are underclassmen, and 14 of those, believe it or not, are freshmen. You got one sophomore in there. So this is a team that will also have a lot of energy, much like we've seen from Temple, but will also be looking for their younger guys to step up and start getting some experience out there.
Well, JD, last time we were here, the Owls only had one win, so that means last weekend when they were on the road, they came away with a win. And we can't forget to mention Brett Boyschner with a hat trick coming in that goal. 3 of the 5 goals for the Owls. And Brett Boyschner is a freshman, mind you. So the youngsters, as they have all season, coming up big. And in net today, Big Ben Auerbach. So we'll see what he can do. He's got a 93 save percentage this season with a little over 3 goals against per game. So not too bad. And from what we've seen out of him, very impressive. Very
impressive stuff. And also to mention that game last week, speaking of the youngsters doing so well, Charles Giazza also totaled 2 assists on the day, which is very impressive for him. That's definitely what Temple needs, young guys going out there being strong. Ben Auerbach's looked very impressive in the games that we've seen him play, and he has one of Temple's 2 wins on the season, and he has looked very good. He's faced a high volume of shots most of the games that he's played, but he's been able to stop most of them, which is definitely what you want, especially out of such a young goalie.
And JD, for the youngster facing over 30 shots a game to only have a 3+ goals against average is very impressive.
Very, definitely.
And we talk about a lot. Charles Giazza is very impressive as a youngster, and that's what this team is, a young team, and they're very impressive. But we can't forget to mention Tim Price, who was on the team last year, did not play at all until this past weekend. He's back, joined the team. He's going to play until the end of this semester when he graduates. So he's not the biggest goal scorer on the team, but he's a scrapper. He's not afraid to go in there and get dirty and lay some hits, and he's going to add a good dimension to this team.
Definitely, I feel so. One of the things, we talk about youth a lot. We talk about how important it is to have youthful energy on the team, but, you know, older leadership is definitely important, and bringing in a guy like Price who's able to get out there and be able to lead this team a little bit, you know, help the younger guys not only succeed, but also help them mature a little bit as players and as teammates. That'll definitely help Temple going forward in this season.
Indeed it will. And JD, one thing I do want to talk about on that note is Ryan Dumbach, the leader of the points. He's only a junior, which may seem a little odd to say only a junior, but with the young team, he's one of the veteran leaders, even though he's not even in his senior year. So when he comes back next year, that's going to be great for the team. He's probably going to be the captain because he is an alternate right now and doing a great job leading this team right now.
Definitely important to have him out there for the Owls. Not only is he their leader in points, but also in both goals and assists. He's got 6 goals on the season, 9 assists, 15 points. Definitely has been a helpful source out there for the Owls when it comes to, you know, helping out, getting forward, and being able to, you know, compete in these games against tougher opponents.
And one last thing for our pregame report is that Penn State, as I said, 2-10 on the year, not a strong team. Their goalies, as a committee, are not very good. I believe we have number 1 Trent Bogert in net for the Blue Lions today, and he's got over 6 goals against average. So the Owls need to capitalize on that, get the pressure on, and score some goals.
Definitely. And even in backup capacities, the other 2 goalies that Penn State have on their team, Eric Schmidley and Jarrett Ballister. Schmidley's got above a 6 goal against average, and Ballister has above an 8 goals against average. So definitely something the Owls need to take advantage of. When you have goalies like that who aren't doing so well statistically on the season, what you have to do is you have to get pressure on them early. Shoot a lot of pucks, be hard and fast in the offensive zone, their defensive zone, and be able to shake that goalie in that a little bit, maybe start letting up some goals.
So that'll do it for our pregame report. We'll see what the Owls have today. Hopefully go to 3 wins on the season against a bitter rival in Penn State Berks. Keep it locked. The game will be right up. And the puck has been dropped, and we are underway here in the Revolution Ice Gardens. A late game right here. And Penn State Berks has the puck right now, and they'll dump it into the zone. This is Auerbach in net. The Owls have it right now in the corner. And that shot is right off the pads of Auerbach. The rebound does not fall. Another shot right there does not go for against Auerbach. Good net minding right here from the freshman already. Penn State still with the puck behind the net now. And that'll be left for his teammate. And the pass almost picked off right there. And the puck right in front of the net. But Ben Auerbach lets it go. And the Owls will turn around the other side of the net ice. And Jay Swartz with the puck right here. JD, again, we have the situation we had last time where Swartz is in 17, and then we have Cavallari wearing 17, so that's something we're going to have to keep an eye on.
A little bit difficult to keep track of the two boys out here. It's an issue we've run into in the past.
What's worse, JD, is Cavallari is wearing Seachuck on the back of his jersey, so that is just going to be confusing as anything.
You know what? I'm sure they weren't thinking of us when they were choosing those uniform numbers. So
I can only imagine they weren't, JD. Giazza with the puck right now. Giazza's shot. Great kick save there by Bogert. And another opportunity for the Owls, but the puck will not go on net. Good hustle right there for the Owls. They just couldn't get anything going.
Definitely good offensive pressure there by the Owls. Once again, you saw Giazza abandon there very early on.
And Penn State with the attack right now. Krulikowski doing a good job to poke away the puck. And another shot goes wide, and that puck is right in front of the net. The Owls trying to get it out right there, and it's Joey Powell that comes away with the puck.
scary moment there for the Owls. You had a bouncing puck in front of the net. They weren't. Luckily, Penn State wasn't able to capitalize, but you got to keep track of that going forward in this game.
And a nice play there by Taylor Smith as he takes the puck in the neutral zone. Smith's skating up with it, looking for a teammate. He gets it back to Ryan Dumbach up for the blue line. He shoots, it's off a stick, and that'll go behind the net. Penn State back with it right now. This is number 5, Nicholas Guterkunst. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that one right, JD. I'll try to get better as the game goes on. Tim Price, the retooled player, coming back in, and a nice shot. Cavallari redeflected in front of the net, but that one will not fall. Dumbach with the puck right here. Back to Smith, but Smith can't handle it. Penn State gets the puck back. Penn State will just dump it into their end. Dumbach will pick it up, and he'll try to skate up with it. Penn State off of the line change. This is Penn State Berks, by the way, not main campus. Ben Auerbach going to play that, but can't get to it. Jay Swartz will try to touch it up, but he's fought in the corner by Bradley Owens. The Owls, however, will come away with the puck. Dumbach with it right now. Dumbach just gets it out of the zone, and Penn State will take back over possession. Dumbach with the puck again, passing it to Krulikowski. Krulikowski can't hold on to it. Penn State gets it back, but Krulikowski taking it right back from them. Krulikowski a long pass to Devlin, who can't find it. This will be 45. Logan Morris with the puck. And Penn State will just dump it in. And this is Cavallari with the puck. Skating up with it is Cavallari. Gets it to Eric Graham right there. Graham with a nice opportunity. Graham with the shot, and that gets deflected by Bogert. Another great opportunity. Graham with the shot, but that one gets saved as well. Cavalier with the puck right here, doing a good job to fight off the Penn State defense. John Sechuk keeping the puck in the zone, but a good job of the defender to get it out there. Eric Graham now with the puck right here. Graham skating up with it. He makes a defender miss, but he gets hit and loses the puck. But here comes Cavalier with the puck, and he's skating behind the net, and he loses it. A nice hit there by the Penn State defender. Temple with a great steal. Eric Graham again getting his stick on the puck for what seems like the 5th time already this game. He's doing a great job. His shot goes right into the glove of Ben Auerbach. 15-14 left here in the first. And JD, so far we've seen some nice hockey from both sides.
Definitely a back and forth game here so far. Lots of chances at both ends of the ice for either team. Hopefully Temple can start putting a little bit more pressure on this goalie and be able to go forward and succeed in this game.
And Charles Giazza with the puck right here. Giazza trying to get it in and a great pass to Brett Weishner, but he can't get the shot to fall. That was a great stop there by Bogert, but the Owls still with the puck. Giazza can't get it. Penn State trying to get it out of their zone, and this will be Eric DeLillis with the puck, and he gets it out to his teammate. And Giazza back with the puck. Giazza to Van Allen. Van Allen with the shot, but that's an easy save for Bogert.
You like to see the pressure that's going here forward for the Owls. They're doing a good job of getting the pucks deep into the other team's defensive zone, and they're also doing a good job of getting some scoring chances. Some great passing opportunities, as you saw there on that last possession, but going forward, you got to start bearing some of those pucks in the back of the net.
And Joey Powell passing it back to Ryan Dumbach off the face-off, and Penn State with it right here. Getting it out of the zone, this is Joshua Nagel. Nagel getting it through Dumbach, and Nagel tripping on the ice. JD, this is something that we've seen time and time again. The ice is that hazardous here at the Revolution Ice Gardens. It seems that these skaters just kind of trip over nothing. Long pass to Tim Price will not fall, but Taylor Smith will touch that puck up to prevent the icing. Pass right in front of the net, but Price can't get it to go on net. Joey Powell with the puck right here. Powell a good shot, but that one is saved by Bogert. Taylor Smith now with the puck. Smith to Dumbach. Dumbach with the shot, but that is deflected by a defender. Good defensive play there by Jay Swartz as he forces the player to lose the puck. Tim Price now with it in the neutral zone. Price looking to find a teammate, and he gets it to Powell, but Powell can't get to it. Swartz will take over with the puck right here. Swartz back to Price. Price up to Dumbach. Dumbach skating with it now. Getting it into the zone and staying with it very well with some defensive pressure. And this is Brendan Murray with the puck right here. Now, JD, Brendan Murray is on the non-existent fourth line for the Owls, along with Matt Maratea, who's out there. They only have 3 forward lines, so Murray and Maratea are the fourth line. And a great opportunity here from the non-existent fourth line. That was Reed Betzker with the attempt, but that will not fall.
Almost as if they heard you calling them non-existent there, Pat. They wanted to prove you wrong. But great play there by the Owls. You could see Dumbach in there playing some really good hockey. He had 2 defenders on him, still was able to come away with the puck and keep the momentum going for the Owls in the defensive zone.
Kulikowski with the shot there off of the face-off. That was wide left. A 2-on-1 for Berks right here. The pass, beautiful opportunity, but Guntekunst was not able to get the shot off. Betzker can't handle the pass, and that will be a turnover. Penn State gets it in their zone. This is Nicholas Bellevue with it. A nice pass, but that gets picked off by Eric Graham. John Sechuk with it, and he just dumps it into the zone. Penn State clears it the length of the ice, and that will be touched up, so no icing right there. A good effort by number 15, Colton McMullen, beating out Matt Kulikowski to get to that puck.
Definitely good hustle there from McCullen, being able to save the opportunity. If that faceoff had gone back into Penn State's zone, it would have been a difficult situation for them. Good hustle there by McMullen.
And this is Cavalier with the puck, getting it to Devlin. Devlin over to Kulikowski. And Kulikowski back up to Sechuk. Sechuk to Graham. Graham with an opportunity. A shot right off the stick. Great play by Bogert right there to save a goal. The Owls still threatening here, trying to keep the puck in their offensive zone, but Penn State will get it out. The pass is a little bit too long, and that will be icing with 11 and a half minutes left to go.
Great offensive pressure here from the Owls. They are being able to play in this game, definitely against a tough opponent. They're able to get pressure down there. Almost had a goal there when there was a little bit of bouncing puck in front of the goalie. Bouncing, or should I say flying puck in front of the goalie. But they weren't able to capitalize, and Penn State was able to keep it out of the net.
And this will be Wojcner on the faceoff. He gets it back to his teammate, but Jay Swartz can't keep it, and Temple just sends it in to avoid the offsides. Dumbach with a nice job to get in front of the pass, and this is Nick Van Allen with the puck right here. Van Allen up to Charles Giazzi. He just tips it again into the zone. That'll go right to Bogert, and he will stop that. 11-13 left. JD, one thing I do want to point out, the Owls out shooting the Blue Lions 8-5 right now. Again, that's not something that we normally see, but usually when they do that, they have a better game.
I was about to say, not something you're used to if you're a Temple Owls fan. Still early on in the game, momentum could shift, but so far looking very strong out here, competing against a tough opponent.
And this will be Wojcner on the face-off for the Owls. And number 11, Clay Janowiak for Penn State. And he wins it back, and he gets it back from his teammate. He is skating it up, passes it to DeLillis. DeLillis skating up the left side of the ice, trying to get a pass off, but Dumbach gets in the way of it. Good job right there. Van Allen now with the puck, skating up with Giazza and Wojcner. Gets it to Giazza. Giazza sending it in, but that goes wide left of the net. Penn State with it right now. A great long pass. DeLillis now with the puck. Dumbach in between him and the net. DeLillis trying to get it to someone, but there's no one there. Jay Swartz picks it off, but turns it right back over to Penn State. The slap shot from the blue line, that'll be off of Ben Auerbach. And Penn State still with it, but the Owls doing a good job of not allowing big passing lanes. And Van Allen now with the opportunity for a breakaway. He's got the puck, but a great defensive play right there by Doug Barber to not allow him to get a good shot off. Forced him backwards, and he just had to backhand it right into Bogert.
Penn State out here seems to be adopting a similar strategy that we talked about in our pregame report, Patrick. They playing against a freshman goalie, and they are getting pucks on him early. They're trying to get a lot of shots. Seems like any shot they can to confuse Auerbach and be able to get some goals, but so far he's looked strong in the net.
And the Owls now with the puck right here. This is Joey Powell looking for someone to pass it to. He gets it to Sechuk. Sechuk throws it on net. Price deflects it, but that one will be stopped. And that was floating around there, but no Owls could get their stick on it to send it home. The Owls still with it. This is Powell again. Powell with the shot. Another good save. And Penn State still trying to get it up, but Krulikowski keeps it in. Krulikowski trying to send it up. Taylor Smith now looking for it. And Smith trying to get it to Powell. Good pass right there. Powell sends it really high, though. That'll be out of bounds on a stoppage of play with 9:48 left here in the first.
Great offensive possession there for the Owls on that one. They were able to get a lot of good scoring chances. There were some good passes, good play by some defensemen to be able to keep the puck in the zone, but so far they've been doing a good job at defending within their own zone, although it is a lot of pressure there for the Owls.
And this is Powell on the face-off. He wins it back to Krulikowski. That goes a little bit far, so Krulikowski has to chase it out of the zone, but he dumps it back in. And Penn State will take over possession right here. And Betzger with a good hit into the boards, but Penn State will keep possession. Trying to get it out of the zone, and they are able to, but Krulikowski picked it off. Powell now with the puck. Powell trying to get it to Murray, but he sends it a little long. And Penn State back with the puck, but gives it right back to Sechuk. Sechuk trying to send it on, but that gets deflected. Powell now with the puck again, skating it up, and great opportunity. That puck sat right there in front of the goal line, though. So good defensive play by Penn State right there. The Owls had a great opportunity for a goal, but JD, regardless of whether that goal goes in or not, I'm liking what I'm seeing from the Owls right here.
Definitely a close one for the Owls. The defenseman there for Penn State doing a heck of a job being able to locate that puck and get it out of their crease, but definitely a lot of strong offensive chances here for the Owls. Keep the pressure on. That's how you score goals.
And that was Cavalier with the face-off right there. Not Sechuk and not Swartz. Keep that in mind. And now Dumbach with the puck, keeping it in the zone, but Penn State comes back with it. Dumbach, a good job to take the puck back, and he's skating with it. He looks like a man on a mission as he's not going to give it up, and he gets hit big right there. And Devlin with the puck right here. Devlin turns it over, but keeping with it, he's trying to get it back. And that one will go back to Jay Swartz. Swartz back to Eric Graham. Sorry, that's Cavalier. And back to Dumbach. Dumbach with a shot, and that is a goal. Great play by the Owls. That is Dumbach, assisted by Jay Swartz, and Steve Cavalier puts the Owls up 1-0 with 8.5 minutes left here.
You see there why Ryan Dumbach is your leading points getter, your leading scorer. Phenomenal play by him to be able to, he hesitated a bit on that one so that there would be an open shooting lane for him to work with, and he was able to bury in the back of the net. Last screens in front of the net. Beautiful goal for the Owls up here, 1-0.
And the Owls back on another shot and another goal. This time it was Eric Graham, not even 10 seconds later, burying the shot, putting the Owls up 2-0 here early in the first. Brutal attack there from the Owls as Eric Graham sends it home.
It's almost as if, Patrick, the Owls were reading my mind there. I was just about to talk about how important it is to keep this momentum going and not settling for the one goal. And they were able to do that. Certainly the best way to do that is to score mere seconds after scoring your first goal. Very strong showing here for the Owls.
You know, JD, as DJ Khaled would say, another one right there. And Eric Graham with another opportunity. Graham with a shot, but a great save by Bogert. Graham was hungry right there, trying to get 3 goals in 20 seconds. That is a rare feat, but the Owls unable to do it right there. Penn State with the opportunity right here. This is DeLillis, but a great play by Cavalier, and the net will come off its bearings, and the play will be stopped.
Penn State had a little bit of energy there trying to get one goal back. It's almost as if back and forth offensive action is all we've seen in this game. Not really a defensive, matchup here in this game that's been very strong. That always makes for exciting hockey anyway, so I don't mind, Patrick. How about you?
I don't mind either, JD. I expect a lot of goals to come out of this game. And Patrick Devlin trying to chase down the puck, but Penn State does get to it and will take over on offense right here. But a good play, that was by Swartz to take over the way of the puck, and the Owls get it back. This is Dumbach behind the net. Dumbach with a long pass to Gwiazdek. Gwiazdek can't handle it, but will chase it down. And Gwiazdek tries to get it to Van Allen. Van Allen can't handle it. Wojcner coming in for the help, and Van Allen gets the puck back. Van Allen looking for someone to pass it to, and he's trying to get it to Gwiazdek, but he was just not where the pass was there. And Penn State gets it back. This one is back to the Owls. Krulikowski with the puck back up to Van Allen. Van Allen sets it in to Gwiazdek. Gwiazdek leaving it for Wojcner. And Wojcner can't handle it, but he'll try to stay with it as there's now a battle for the puck along the boards.
It's almost as if Temple is playing like every single team they've played against this season, Patrick, where you're used to seeing Temple not being able to get a lot of offensive opportunities, but now they're doing so.
And that is going to be a delayed penalty right there. It looks like it was tripping against Penn State as Piazza went down. JD, I'd like to point out that was a delayed penalty, but Wojcner with a great opportunity there on Bogert. But the Owls will go on the power play. That is number 12. Daniel Lyons going to the box for tripping, so the Owls with the advantage. 6:53 left here in the period, and 2 minutes on the man advantage.
Important thing here for the Owls, I don't have to probably say it to them, but they got to take advantage of this opportunity. If you want to keep momentum going in this game, score early, score often. That's got to be the motto.
And Taylor Smith over here to Dumbach. Dumbach looking for a lane. He just sends it in, and that one goes off the post right there. The goalie's best friend right there beside him, as that was almost another early power play goal for the Owls. This is Graham with the puck right here. Graham to Powell. And Powell's looking for an opportunity. That one goes a little bit wide of the net, but to Dumbach. Dumbach gives it to Devlin. Devlin with the shot. That is saved by Bogert. And Taylor Smith now with the puck. And back to Dumbach. That is a shot, but that one goes wide right as Bogert had no idea where that was. So if that was on net, that one might have gone in. With Dumbach with the puck right here. And Dumbach with the puck. Dumbach to Smith. Smith to Powell. And that is a goal. Great play by the Owls. And that will put them up 3-0. That was Dumbach to Powell. Right, JD?
I believe it was.
I forget what I just said, but that was Dumbach to Powell from Taylor Smith. Dumbach to Smith to Powell. And that is a 3-0 lead for the Owls. Again, that is Dumbach to Smith to Powell. Powell with the goal for Temple. 3-0 Temple with less than 6 minutes left here in the first period. And now Penn State will just throw that into the zone. Krulikowski will come for it, but a good job right there by Penn State to get it away from Krulikowski. Krulikowski lost his stick, just kicks the puck away there. And it's right there in front of the net, and this will be Betzger chasing after it, but he can't get to it. That's offsides, but there was the no tip-off touch-up, so Penn State avoids the offsides right there. And so Sechuk with the puck right here, fighting for it alongside the boards. And still fighting for it. They'll get that one out, as that one will go back into the Penn State zone. Penn State still with it right here. And they're trying to get it to the zone. The Owls switching up right there. And this will be Cavalier with the puck. And Devlin trying to get it, but he can't get it. That'll be Kulikowski just sending into the zone. Penn State will take back over with it. And Temple back with the puck to Graham. Back to Penn State. And this is number 16 with the puck, and a shot that gets deflected there. No goal right there. Temple still fighting for the puck. Penn State not letting them get it back that easily. Sechuk on the defense right here. And Penn State getting it back to the blue line. That puck will go flying out of bounds, and that will be a stoppage of play. 4:12 left here.
Watch out there, Patrick. Hockey pucks do frequently leave the arena, but definitely strong showing out here early on for the Owls. It's almost as if where's this Temple Owls team been all season? They're out shooting their opponents. They're taking more advantage in the offensive zone. It's usually something that we say against the Owls going forward here. So hopefully they continue this momentum throughout the rest of this game and not get tired, which has been their weakness in the past.
But JD, that one goes off and hits a speaker up there, so that'll be a stoppage play. JD, one thing you mentioned before the game is Penn State only has one player more than Temple, so it's not like they're at a disadvantage, so expect both teams to be tired towards the end of the game.
It's not something that's become an issue so far here in this game in terms of stamina, but it definitely will looking forward into the second as we go deeper into third period with these teams that have short benches.
And there are 4 minutes left here. JD, I do want to point out Temple outshooting Penn State 20-8, and that is just unheard of for the Owls. as it's usually the other way around, as Ben Auerbach saves another good one, a nice pad save right there. And this will be Van Allen with the opportunity, looking for Giazza. Nice pass, and Giazza scores! The freshman doing it. Great pass there from Nick Van Allen, and that will be a 4-0 lead. There are still 3 minutes and 40 seconds left here in the first period, JD. What is going on with this team?
I'm not sure, Patrick. A textbook example there from Van Allen and Giazza on how to run a 2-on-1. Van Allen comes in on the right side of the zone and baits the defender to come over him, leaving Giazza going in for the scoring opportunity. A beautiful pass, beautiful shot, beautiful goal.
You know, JD, I don't want to say this and jinx it, but just to point out, this is the first game that our social media coordinator, Jeff Timlin, is at, and he's doing the tweeting right now, so if you're watching the broadcast, want to give him a shout out on Twitter. He's running the TU Ice Hockey Twitter, and he is now perfect, 4 goals, 4 tempos, 0 goals against in his time here for the team.
We really got to bring Jeff in more often for these games. Seems to be a good luck charm here for the Owls, giving me the old thumbs up. He's ready to see this Temple team come away with a win.
Penn State with a shot right here. That gets deflected, but Ben Auerbach with a nice save right there, and a shot in front, and the net will go off its bearings, so the clock will be stopped. 3:03 left here in the period.
Something we talked about pretty heavily in the pregame report, Patrick, on how important it would be for Ben Auerbach to be strong in this game. So far, that hasn't seemed to be very important. Who would have thought that we'd be talking about offense in the pregame report for this Temple Owls team? Only faced 11 shots. Looking strong in that, mind you, but definitely has not been an issue so far here for the Owls. And if he continues to be strong, they can continue to hold on to this 4-goal lead.
And this will be Joey Powell on the face-off of the Owls. Penn State wins it back, and just a sent in there. That was Doug Barber there for the Blue Lions. Dumbach with the puck right here, sends it out of the zone, but Penn State gets it back and sends it right back in. This is Jay Swartz with the puck. A little hesitation there for me because I saw number 17. Wasn't sure if it was Swartz or Cavalier, but that was Swartz.
A lot of 17s on this Temple team. Hard to keep track.
And Dumbach with the puck right here. Dumbach with the pass in front. Nice job. And Smith gave it to Price. Price got it on net, but Bogert with the save right there. And Penn State just sending in. That'll be a line change for the Blue Lions, and the Owls will get it back. Powell with the puck right here behind the net. 2:20 left in the period. Powell sending it up to Smith. He can't handle it, but Price gets it out of the zone. Back to Smith. Smith trying to stick with it, but he loses the puck right there. That is Murray with the puck, but he loses it as well. But a good job on defense trying to get the puck back. Penn State with the pressure right here, coming out of their zone and just dumping it in. There's less than 2 minutes left here as Krulikowski takes the puck from Auerbach. Krulikowski up to Powell. Powell looking to skate up with it, and he is going to keep it himself here for a little bit. Still with it right here is Powell. Powell with a shot wide left, and that'll go all the way back to Krulikowski at the blue line. Krulikowski just sending it in. Murray there for the deflection, but that is saved by Bogert. Krulikowski back with the puck, trying to get it to Sechuk, and he does. Sechuk just sending it in. Betzger now looking for it. Betzger can't keep a hold of it, so Penn State getting it back right here. And Joey Powell now with the puck. Powell skating up with it, looking for someone, and he loses it, but that goes right to Murray. Murray back to Powell. Powell back to Murray, but that goes a little bit too far for him. The Owls doing a good job of keeping it in the zone right here. And Penn State does get it back. Still with it, less than a minute left here in the period. The Owls trying to get the puck out of their zone right here, but Penn State being persistent. Penn State still with the puck right here. And a shot right there, but a good deflection. That was Pat Devlin on the deflection. No shot on goal there. Graham now with the puck. Graham to Sechuk. Sechuk trying to get to Devlin, but Devlin can't hold on. A good hit there by Cavalier. Eric Graham now with the puck. Loses it though. Can't get a shot on. 13 seconds left. Graham back with the puck. Graham sending it up to Dumbach. Dumbach with a shot, but that gets deflected. And now a breakaway opportunity here for the Ice Lions, but Dumbach doing a good job to chase it down. And Ben Auerbach saves it. That will be the end of the first period here. JD, not something we were expecting when we gave our pregame report, but the Owls are up 4-0 here at the end of the first. And what did you like from the Owls out of that period?
A better question, an easier question to answer would be what didn't I like? And it wasn't much. The Owls looked very strong in all aspects of the puck. Their goaltending was strong, even though he's only facing 13 shots, which is a pretty kind of a walk in the park for a Temple University goaltender. But the defense looked pretty strong, being able to stop Penn State from getting chances in their zone. And the offense has looked maybe the best we've seen them all season so far here, Patrick. Not only are they getting a lot of pressure, which is something that I've criticized them for in the past, but they are also just doing a phenomenal job of being able to score goals, which is also something I've criticized them for in the past. Not only be able to score goals, but to create good scoring opportunities, playing smart hockey, making the right plays, looking around, and being able to succeed going forward here in this hockey game.
Now, JD, I agree with you 100%. That was a brutal attack by the Owls right there, as they were just pounding the puck on net, and they have 22 shots, which is unheard of for sometimes even 2 periods for the Owls, and they get it on done in the first. Usually the shots on goal are switched. Right now Temple is leading 22-13. Usually it's 13-22 when Temple's down, and it is showing their offense is clicking. They had 2 goals in 10 seconds. They had a power play goal. They had almost 3 goals in 20 seconds. I don't know what's going on, but I kind of like it.
Something that's impressive for this Owls team so far is the maturity that they're showing in this lead. When you see some of these young teams, what they struggle a lot with is they have energy and they'll score, but they'll get complacent and they won't put as much pressure. They score a goal, they figure, oh, we can relax a little bit. That has not been an issue at all here for this Temple team. They scored and they said, you know what, we want another one. They scored another one and said, you know what, we want one more, and then one more with the 4th goal, and it really is a sign of a mature hockey team to go out here and just keep being relentless, because that's how you win these hockey games, especially when later on in the game you know that stamina is going to become an issue for you. So what do? You use your early on energy to score all these goals, and that's definitely something they'll work out well going forward here for the Owls.
And this is something that we have not really seen from the Owls, scoring 4 goals in the first period. 3 is a lot for the Owls in the first, and
3 is a lot for the Owls in a game.
Usually when that happens, that's all they get. So 4 here in the first, and 1 goal in particular I do want to talk about was that one by Giazza. Beautiful, beautiful setup by Van Allen, and Giazza took that, got the one-timer, and just buried it.
Definitely a great goal from Gaz. We talked about him in the pregame report. He's one of these important players that's been playing good hockey for the Owls as a freshman, which we saw again here today. I mean, it was a great pass from Van Allen. We can talk about that all we want. You know, he set it up very well. He drew, like I said, he drew the defender as he was going in, so the defender wouldn't even see Giazza streaking in from the outside of the zone. And he made a good pass. But Giazza, something that a lot of young players struggles with is they get so excited that they're having a scoring opportunity that they'll wide left, wide right, or above. But he was able to bury that one, I believe, right above the goalie's right shoulder, if I'm not mistaken. He was able to put that puck in the back of that. Was something that was really impressive for such a young player.
And also that 3rd goal I'd like to talk about. First off, Van Allen's only a sophomore too, so we talk about the young team right here, and a sophomore to a freshman with the beautiful setup for the 4th goal of the first period is something to be excited about. But how about the old guys getting it done? Dumbach, Smith, and Powell on that 3rd goal. Just a beautiful passing job. That was the power play goal, if I'm not mistaken. And they just did a great job finding the holes, finding the lanes to pass through, and just Powell with a great opportunity to shoot, and he buried it.
Definitely a good opportunity by Dumbach, like we were talking about. Dumbach, now he had 15 points at the beginning of this game, Patrick, but now he's got 17 on the season, and he's just continuing to climb. He's continuing to show these young guys how Temple plays ice hockey. He's be able to go forward here. But like you said, a lot of youthful energy, a lot of things to be excited for going forward for the Owls. I know the record may not reflect it, but you know what? The Owls, they trusted the process. They went through the system, and now they have a lot of young guys who will definitely be good for them for the next coming years.
So, JD, if I'm not mistaken, are you trying to refer to Charles Giaz as the Joel Embiid of this team?
I would say so, yeah. I mean, I don't know. Joel Embiid has a pretty sweet Twitter and Instagram game. I don't follow Giazza per se on either of those social media platforms, but I could see it. He's got the hair, which makes him, interesting, and, maybe he's a funny guy. Who knows?
Well, on that note, I think we should end here in the first period. JD will be back with our social media coordinator that we were talking about, Jeff Timlin, for his first time on air. He will be up here in just a few minutes, so don't go anywhere. The first intermission period report will be right here.
Welcome back here to Revolution Ice in the first intermission alongside Mr. Jeff Timlin here, first time in our broadcast. Also rocking the flannel for Flannel Friday. I really appreciate seeing that. So, Jeff, early on in this game, like in the first 5 minutes or so, it looked like it was going to be business as usual here for the Owls, which, business as usual sounds like a good thing, but for Temple, it's sometimes not. So what did you see going in the beginning, and how did you see it change as the period went on?
Well, first off, JD, I want to thank you for having me here at the Intermission Report. It's my first Temple Owls game being here, not checking out the broadcast, so it's nice to be a part of the broadcast lineup for a change. So, yeah, at the start, I noticed the Owls were looking kind of sloppy. They fell down in shots in the first 5 minutes, and I saw just kind of floundering defense in their own zone, really leaving the puck to linger in front of the net for like too long and kind of leaving a lot of advantages up to the Lions. But, after about 5-6 minutes, they started playing some more aggressive hockey, getting the puck in the offensive zone, forcing errors on the Lions' end, and then started with a series of goals and drawing penalties. It seemed like a good turnaround.
Definitely a good turnaround. Now, something else I want to comment on real quick, ask you about. Temple's out shooting, as we've mentioned, Penn State 22-13. Definitely not something you see a lot for the Owls. They don't usually get a lot of shots. Tell me, how important is it for the Owls going forward to keep up, keep beating Penn State in shots?
Well, I mean, 22 shots in the first period, that's a lot of shots. You'll get full-blown 60-minute games of only 30 shots. So I'm hoping that they can keep up the pressure. Every shot that they put on net kind of just forces the Lions to scramble a little bit, get the puck out of their zone. And when you're playing on the back foot, you make the errors, you cough up in your own zone like we've seen the Lions do in the second half of the first period, and you end up getting more and more scoring opportunities, drawing penalties, getting power plays. So, I think it's crucially important that they keep putting the pressure on the Lions. And not just coast on this 4-goal lead.
Definitely an important thing. Well, thank you for being here, Jeff. We're going to send you back to your social media duties.
Slightly to the left.
There, we're slightly to the left for your social media duties for the second period. I know it's a hard test so far, because usually when you're doing social media for the Owls, you don't have to tweet a lot, but there were goals after goals.
Oh, no, I missed the second and third goal, scrambling. I'm a little new to the old Temple Owls lineup.
The old
trying to grab all the
Owls lineup.
Trying to grab all their names for the tweets, and I'm missing goals.
It's definitely something that none of us have experienced before here, Jeff, but we're so glad you're here, especially since you're giving the Owls such good luck. So be sure to stay tuned. We will be right back. I'll be right back alongside Patrick Johnstone for the second period. Owls up 4-0.
And we're back here for the second period. The Owls starting off with the puck. This is Cavalier with it. Cavalier trying to get it to Graham. Graham falls down on the ice right there, but the Owls do get it back with Devlin on the puck. Owls still with it in their defensive zone. And Penn State with the opportunity right here. Penn State, a great opportunity. DeLillis could not get the puck on his stick. A shot that is stopped in front of the net. And Auerbach with a good job getting the save right there.
Definitely a good job here for Auerbach so far.
If he does that, he can move back.
Definitely a good job here so far for the Owls going forward here in this period. But Penn State also doing a very good job getting some offensive pressure here.
That puck's going to actually go right out of bounds, right off the face-off here to stop play again. And the face-off again in the Owl zone. The Owls get it back and dump it out of the zone. Van Allen was looking for it, but Penn State with good defensive pressure. They now get the puck back. The shot that goes wide right of the net. And now Dumbach with the puck, but he loses it. Penn State taken back over behind the net. The pass right in front of the net, but a good job of the Owls to get it out of there. Van Allen now with the puck, passes it up to Giazza. Giazza just sends it in, and that will be stopped. And a little dusting right there, and Penn State's not happy. It looks like that was Jay Swartz coming in. And JD, I want to point out that is a new goalie in net for the Blue Lions. That is Eric Schmidley. And his first shot he faces, he gets a little snow shower.
Definitely a welcome to the game for Schmidley in there getting this snow. Penn State looking a lot stronger so far here in this period. They look like they're having a lot more energy. And looks like Schwartz is going to get a penalty for the snow shower there. 2 minutes in the box. So Penn State now going to be on the power play. Something they haven't dealt with so far in this game, but very important going forward.
That is an interesting call right there, as the Owls are now down a man, as Jay Swartz going to the box for, I don't know what the call was right there, but he's in the box right now, and the Owls down a man for 2 minutes. And Penn State trying to do the most that they can, and that's a good job by the Owls to get it out of the zone. That'll go all the way down the length of the ice. And Penn State back with the puck behind their net. And now the Owls playing good defense and trying to keep the puck out of the zone, but Penn State still has it. Behind the net again, this is Janowiak. Or rather, sorry, that's 17, Kenneth Keene. And Smith doing a good job. And now the Owls only have a minute left on their penalty kill. Penn State now with the puck. Kulikowski going after it, but he can't get to it in time, as Penn State still with the puck right here. Owls trying to get it out. Devlin just sent it off the boards, but he couldn't get it out of the zone. And a shot, good save by Ben Auerbach, and a good job by Kulikowski to get it out of the zone. And another opportunity for the Owls. That was a shorthanded opportunity by Eric Graham, who already has one in the game. And that one is saved by Schmidley.
What a save there from Schmidley. The Owls had a shorthanded opportunity, which is something that you don't see too often. Graham was able to get him with the first move and put him on his stomach, but he was able to make the great left pad save to keep the puck out of there and keep this deficit at four goals.
And the Owls still with the puck right here. And Penn State will get it back, and there's only 15 seconds left on their power play. Looking for one last opportunity. That'll go into the Owls zone. And 3 seconds left on the power play. The Owls trying to get it out one last time. They're unable to, so a shot right there is wide left. The Owls back to even strength as Swartz comes back onto the ice.
Great kill there for the Owls. There was a lot of chances that Penn State had. They also had a great power play, but Temple was able to do something very important, which is play defense in their zone.
And a bad turnover right there. No, I didn't mean to cut you off, JD, but a bad turnover. A shot deflected. Auerbach goes out of bounds. So 16:39 left here. The Owls still up 4-0.
It's all right, Patrick. I'll forgive you for cutting me off. I'll finish what I'm saying now, if that's okay with you. Great penalty kill there for the Owls in that one. Also a great power play opportunity. Penn State wasn't able to put any scoring chances together, but they were able to keep the puck in the zone for a long time.
And a shot right there goes nowhere. Tim Price now skating after the puck, looking for an opportunity. He just sends it on, but that is no problem for Schmidtly right there, and the puck stops.
Price almost able to get a goal there, but unfortunately that puck veered a little bit too far to his right to be able to get a good shot on that. No one coming to get in the pass, so it was good awareness by him to put that puck on the net.
And Powell now with the puck. Powell looking for someone to give it to, and he'll give it to Dumbach. Dumbach looking for someone. Dumbach just throws it right in front of the net. The goalie Schmidtly hit the net right there a little bit, so the net came off with bearings. So that'll be another stoppage of play.
Net bearings have been coming off a lot in this game, Patrick. Seems like maybe they should stick those things a little bit firmer on there so we'll not get so many stoppages.
Maybe put some glue in there, JD, keep it on the ice a little bit more.
I don't think glue works on ice, Patrick. That's definitely a good thought.
Well, that remains to be seen, JD. And the shot right there goes wide left. That was Jay Swartz. First time he's been back on the ice since his penalty. And that will just be thrown right up into the bench. Another stoppage of play. 16:04 left here in the second.
Huge hit by Powell on the end of that play. He was able to, hit that man very well.
Wreathed him, JD, if you
Wreathed
might.
him, there we go. That's the word I was looking for. How'd you know?
Powell with the face-off wins it back to Cavalier. Cavalier, and that shot is deflected in front of the net, and that's a goal. Looks like that was Jay Swartz, not Cavalier. Swartz with the shot. Might have been deflected by Tim Price out there in front of the net. Regardless, the Owls score that one. JD, it is now 5-0 here. And I don't know what's going on.
I don't either, Patrick, but I think I like it. It's very good awareness in there by the Temple players to be able to screen the goalie so effectively. You're taking shots like that from the blue line, and they're not going to be slap shots. You really want to get in a place where your players can make a deflection, or maybe they'll deflect off of a defender. That's exactly what Temple did in that play, and they were able to capitalize going forward and get another goal, making it a 5-0 win.
Penn State with the opportunity here. That is a great blocker save by Auerbach. And that looks like it's stuck in the back of the net, so that will be a stoppage play. 15:44 left here, and JD, Penn State is catching up on shots, but not on goals.
Usually in these Temple broadcasts for games when Ben Auerbach is playing, we sing his praises because he's tested so often. We haven't done that as much because he hasn't been tested often, but still would like to say he's doing a heck of a job in that, being able to keep the shutout going here for the Owls.
And Weishner comes away with the puck, trying to get it to Betzger, but that's a little bit too long. Betzger now chasing after it. Schmidtly will come out to meet the puck. Wraps it around. Temple gets it back. Weishner with a backhand, but that gets hit in front of the net. And then another shot that goes off Schmidtly. Betzger with it right here. That will be to Murray. Weishner trying to get the shot on that, but Schmidtly stops it, stops the puck. That will be 15-17 left here in the period.
Weishner goes down there, his knees, he's trying to make it 4 goals in 2 games, but he wasn't able to get the shot off. He got a bad angle to get a shot and was only able to get it on that. Goalie was able to handle it easily right in between his right arm and his chest.
And this will be Weishner again on the face-off. Weishner gets it to Betzger, but Betzger loses it. And he's still looking for it. The Owls still fighting for the puck right here. And still along the boards. And the Owls still trying to find it, but Penn State comes away with it in their zone. They're skating up with it, trying to get it to 26 right here. That is Della Vecchia. Della Vecchia still with it, looking for someone to pass it to. He gets it to a teammate, and the shot right there deflected, but Ben Auerbach with a good kick save. And Penn State still with it, but Murray will come away with it. Murray just gets it out of the zone. Penn State back with it, will just dump it in. And now Penn State with a 2-on-1 opportunity. The shot off of the blocker. Good job by Auerbach again right there. Now JD, we haven't been praising him as much this game because he hasn't faced a lot of shots, but every shot he has faced, he's done a good job. Is again right there, does a good job. And again another save. Back-to-back beauties there for the freshman. And Steve Cavalieri hit a little hard right there, but he seems to be okay, and that'll be an icing called against Penn State. 14 minutes left, and the face-off will be in the Owls' offensive zone.
Definitely a lot more energy here for this Penn State team than we saw in the first period. Although Temple has scored a goal and they have not in this period, they're still getting a lot more offensive chances, and it's hard to answer for that. But the Owls do have an answer, and his name is Ben Auerbach. He's been looking phenomenal in that, as always.
And the Owls fighting for it here along the boards. This is right in the corner. Jay Swartz comes away with it, but Swartz still fighting for it with 2 Penn State players. Devlin comes out to help. Devlin's still fighting for it. And Devlin comes away with it. A good job right there. His shot goes wide right, but that'll go back to Dumbach. And up to Swartz. Swartz gives it to Devlin. Devlin again fighting for it alongside the board. Swartz with it to Graham. Graham loses it though, and Devlin gets it back. Devlin gives it to Dumbach. Dumbach just throws it in, but that hits a player in front of the net, and Penn State will come back away with it, but just sending it around the boards back to Swartz. Swartz with a shot in. Graham tried to redirect it, but not on goal as Giazza comes off the bench right here. And that one will go right back out of bounds into the Owls bench. Coach Kenny Orlando was ready to deflect that himself. And that will be a stoppage of play. 13:02 left here in the second period.
Definitely a lot of good pressure there for the Owls in this game so far. Not in this game rather, but so far in this period, and especially on that last chance. They were able to get shots on net, which is something that's so vitally important if you want to start winning these hockey games.
Well, you can't score if you don't have shots on net, JD. So.
Truer words have never been spoken, Patrick.
So the Owls with it right here. A nice shot by Van Allen, but that hits a player in front, and then Schmidley grabs it out of the air to stop the clock.
Great awareness there by Schmidley. He saw the puck going over his head, and rather than allowing Temple to maybe get the opportunity at more shots on his net, he decides to just catch it himself, looking like a baseball player out there, and able to make the catch.
And this is Dumbach with the puck right here. Dumbach off of a player, but that'll be Penn State on the opportunity. Dumbach, though, for probably the 3rd time this game, doing a good job of chasing down the lone man, and takes the puck back. Dumbach up to Van Allen. Van Allen back to Wojcner. Great play, but Wojcner gets his shot saved by Schmidley.
Wojcner throw a lot of pucks on the net. I think he definitely does want to keep that hot play going that we saw in that game last weekend, but he has not been able to score a goal here yet in this game.
And the clock will be stopped again as the puck goes into the net. And JD, as I said earlier in the period, Penn State is catching back up on shots, but the Owls still up by 8 shots and 5 goals. So Ben Auerbach doing a good job, and let's not discredit this offense doing an amazing job right here, as 4 goals did come in the first, but they already have 1 here in the second. The Owls with it in the Penn State zone right here. Powell trying to get it back out to Sechuk, but that is stopped by a Penn State defender. And the Owls still fighting for it. 4 players there in the corner right there. Powell comes away with it. Powell looking for something. Leaves a defender dangling, but a shot saved by Schmidley as Penn State back on the attack. A nice play there by Keene. And Penn State still with the puck. A great one-time opportunity, but Bellevue can't bury it. This is Smith right here, gets it to Sechuk. Sechuk with a shot. That is easily saved by Schmidley. A nice rebound, but Taylor Smith can't do anything with it. Krulikowski back with it, but he turns it over. And Keene will just send it in for a Penn State line change. Sechuk with it right here, trying to get it to Price, and he does. Price to Powell. Powell trying to get back to Sechuk, but that'll go to Krulikowski. Krulikowski get to Smith. Smith looking for a long pass to Price, and he is not able to send that one. So the Owls back on defense here, and a great play by Powell to take it, but he can't keep his stick on it. Penn State back with it. And the shot, a nice glove saved by Auerbach, but the rebound was a fat one right there. But Penn State was not able to get that back on net.
Penn State almost able to capitalize that goal again, but a great play by the captain, Krulikowski, to pat that puck out of the air and take their scoring chance away.
And now Penn State with the puck behind their net. The Owls will take this opportunity to change up the lines a little bit. Penn State now on the attack, coming through the neutral zone, but Powell coming in to intercept it. He's now got the puck. He's up in the corner, and good hit by the Penn State defender. Betzger comes over to help. Betzger to Krulikowski. Krulikowski sends it in, but that's wide left. Betzger now back with the puck. Betzger trying to get it to Dumbach. That's a little bit wide, but Dumbach will chase it and come back away with it. Good defense right there by the Blue Lions. That'll be a penalty on number 12, Daniel Lyons. Looks like he's going to the box for 2 minutes, so the Owls will be on another advantage. And JD, they're 1 for 1 so far today, so I'm excited to see what they got here.
I'm definitely excited as well. Just want to point out Daniel Lyons, great name to be a Penn State hockey player. But going forward here for the Owls, this is definitely something that you want to take advantage of. You've been gifted with this power play opportunity. It looked like the Owls were, giving Lyons a little bit of action there as he was going to the box for hitting their man. But so far here, going forward here in this power play, rather, you got to take advantage like you did on the first one.
And Penn State doing a good job so far here on the penalty kill as they won the face-off, keeping it away from the Owls right now. But Krulikowski with the puck. Krulikowski gets to Van Allen. And Van Allen holding the puck right here, looking for someone to give it to, and he gives it to Wojcner. Wojcner to Giazza, so we got the young line out here. Back to Krulikowski. Krulikowski to Giazza. Giazza to Van Allen. And Van Allen still looking for someone to give it to. Van Allen gives it to Cavalier. Cavalier can't find a shot. Wojcner trying to bury it again. And Wojcner is very hungry here. He's trying to get some more points on the season. And Krulikowski now at the puck, a shot, but that is saved by Schmidley. So 1:09 left on the power play for the Owls and 9:06 left here in the period.
Owls looking very strong so far through the first half of this power play advantage. They have been able to not only get good passes off, but get good scoring lanes and get good shots. They haven't scored a goal yet, but if they continue this pressure up like they have so far in this power play, it'll be very difficult for Penn State to keep the puck out of the net.
And JD, I do want to point out that Brett Wojcner, as I say, he is hungry for a point, it looks like, as he is playing like a madman. He is tied for second on the team in points. There's actually a four-way tie, so it's Taylor Smith, Joey Powell, Dan Nucero, and Brett Wojcner. One thing I want to point out, Wojcner a freshman, the rest of those guys are seniors.
Definitely looking strong so far here for Wojcner. 3 of those points did come last week during that hat trick, but that's nothing to sneeze at, having 9 points here on the season.
The Owls with just over 30 seconds left on their power play. Smith with a shot. That one's deflected by a skate there. That was almost on net. And that'll be sent to Dumbach. Dumbach to Devlin. Devlin back to Dumbach. 22 seconds left here on the power play. The Owls looking for something. A shot. A good save by Schmidley. The Owls had a great opportunity. Nice shot by Dumbach right there.
Definitely a good shot there by Dumbach. We've been talking about him all game because he's playing phenomenally here in this hockey game.
And Dumbach with a nice pass there, but Smith can't get it on his tape. And there's 3 seconds left here as Powell shoots it, but that's deflected. That'll go out of the zone and be back on even strength here for the Owls.
Great power play for the Owls. They weren't able to capitalize with a goal, but they did look very strong in that power play as they did in the first one. Hopefully they can keep that momentum going here and be able to capitalize now that they're back at even strength.
And Smith with the puck right here. Smith back to Betzger. Betzger's shot does not go on net as it's blocked in front. Penn State with a rush right here. And a great opportunity goes by the wayside as they can't get their pass to fall. That was almost a 4-on-2 opportunity. And Powell kind of loses possession of the puck, and he can't get it out of the zone. Good job there by Dumbach to get in the way of the shot, and that one just goes wide of the net.
Unfortunate mistake there by Powell, turning it over in his own defensive zone, but luckily his best friend Dumbach is there to be able to help him out on that play and able to stop Penn State from getting a good scoring opportunity.
And the Owls fighting for it right here. Powell comes away with the puck. Powell gets it to Taylor Smith. Smith now with the opportunity. Smith making someone miss, and a great save by Schmidley there as Penn State will take back possession and will come up with it right here. But a good defense by the Owls. Krulikowski gets the puck away, and Dumbach trying to get it out right here. Dumbach skating up with it through the neutral zone. Still skating with it, looking for something. He passes to Wojcner, and a beautiful play right there. Wojcner buries it. JD, I don't know what's going on right here, but Dumbach looked like a man possessed. He put it right on the tape of Wojcner. Wojcner did not miss, and He just buried it right there. That's all you can say.
Exciting goal there for the Owls. We've been singing Dunbox praises all games, and that right there, he showed you why. What a phenomenal pass from him. And like we were saying, who was waiting there but Woyschner himself. 4 goals in 2 games for Woyschner, and he has been playing some phenomenal hockey here recently for the Owls.
And that will go out of bounds and stop the clock. And JD, 6-0 here, 6.5 left in the second. The Owls are playing like a team possessed. And it's a lot of the young guys getting it done, but the old guys still doing what they're supposed to be doing as well. So a nice mix here. The offense has just been brutal here.
Definitely a good combination for the Owls. Young energy with old experience, meshing together to be able to create a good hockey team.
And the Owls back with the puck. And JD, we talked about Penn State coming back on the shots, and it was, I believe, 30-22. It is now 23-38 as Giazza coming with the puck. He shoots and he scores another goal. This is the second one of the game for Giazza. Beats Schmidley right there on the left pad. And JD, I don't know what's going on, but I like it a lot.
This is so great. I haven't really seen the Owls play this well this season. Giazza getting his second goal of the game from a beautiful shot. He was able to beat the goalie Schmidley in the Giazza's bottom right corner of the left, bottom right corner of the net, the goalie's left, and he was able to bury that one to make it 7-0 here with 5 minutes left in the second period.
And JD, this team is playing like it wants to win. Hopefully we see this team for the rest of the season, because this is an exciting team to watch. And I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's the addition of Tim Price. Maybe it's Jeff Timlin, the good luck charm on Twitter.
Definitely the latter, if I had to say. I mean, our broadcasting team has so much to do with whether or not Temple succeeds in this hockey game.
JD, I wish that were the case, but I can't be too sure if that's actually something. But I like what I'm seeing out of them right here. Still a little more than 5 minutes left in the period. It is 7-0. They have not scored 7 goals at all. As a breakaway opportunity for Penn State. The shot, a great save. Blocker saved by the freshman Auerbach. And that will be, still the shutout is intact on 24 shots. So every piece of this Temple team is playing like they want this game.
Number 26, Alec DeVecchia, looked like he was shot out of a cannon on that breakaway. He was able to get separation from the defender, but Auerbach said no. He was able to make the save and keep the shutout going here for the Owls.
And that will be a stoppage of play. It looks like a cross-checking penalty coming up. So the Owls will be going to the penalty kill Cavalier with it right here. And that was a 2 minutes for cross-checking. And JD, one thing we do have to talk about, I was under the impression Brett Woyschner was a freshman, but I apparently am dead wrong. Apparently he's a third-year player, so I'm going to have to apologize for that. And I got Jeff on Twitter in trouble a little bit. So, and a great opportunity there by Penn State, but that one goes right off the crossbar. So Ben Auerbach getting a little bit of help there by the net.
We can just add Woyschner to the list of experienced Owls player helping out in this game to make a good combination of youthful energy and old experience.
So Penn State with the puck right here. The Owls trying to fight off the power play, and they clear that. And the Owls still have about a minute of penalty kill right here. And Penn State skating up with it right here, but Tim Price doing a good job with Charles Giazza to help right there. And a little bit of fight for it right there. Tim Price is down on the ice, and that will be another stoppage play. So we'll see what the call is here.
This hockey game has definitely become a more physical one going deep here in the second period. A lot of scrums like we just saw. Going forward in this game, both teams, you can tell, are playing very good hockey, and both teams really want to score goals and get opportunities for their side.
go into the zone. There's still 35 seconds left here in the penalty kill for the Owls. And Penn State with the puck right here. This is Logan Morris trying to skate with it, but a good job by Nick Van Allen to provide some defense. But Morris with the shot, another great save by Auerbach. 2:57 left here in the period, 19 seconds left on the penalty.
Penn State playing a very good power play here. They've gotten a lot of shots on net during this power play advantage. They haven't been able to turn any of them to goals, but they're still doing well on a power play. Is a great way to wear the other team down. So if you're Penn State, short of scoring a goal, this is right where you want to be on a power play.
Now, JD, one thing I do want to talk about as the net comes off of bearings again, so that'll be another stoppage play. One thing that I have not actually noticed until right now is the freshman Ryan Treves is not dressed, and he's been in the scorer's box, so he's out. And there's a couple other players that have Murray and Marite getting a little bit of time, but not too much. If Treves is only out as a precaution, maybe just getting a day of rest for him, if he can come back and the rest of the team can get together as the penalty is ending here for the Owls, then this will be a rather full team. And one problem that we've been seeing is the tired energy coming out of the third period. As Woishner and Giazza coming on the 2-on-1. Woishner with the puck right here gets to Van Allen. Van Allen can't get the shot on net though. JD, back to what I was saying before that happened, is that if this team gets 4 full forward lines and 3 full defensive lines, that is going to really help the team. And as of right now, they're not going to need that for this game. But moving forward, that's what you like to see with the addition of Tim Price and Cavalier and a couple of the other guys, that this is going to be a good team and a healthy team and a well-rested team come the third period.
Definitely so. We talked about how we were worried about the Temple. Didn't have necessarily many full lines coming in this game, but hasn't seemed to be a problem for them so far. They seem to be dealing with that issue very well. Maybe they should try playing with unfull lines more often here, Patrick.
And Van Allen gets the puck up to Krulikowski. Krulikowski's getting in with it. A turnover right there. And Penn State just gets into the zone, but right to John Sechuk. Sechuk up to Woishner. Woishner can't get it onto his tape, and that'll be a line change for the Owls as Penn State has it in their zone right now. Still with the puck are the Blue Lions, and they try to get it up. And that will not be an icing call. Dumbach with the puck right here. And Penn State trying to fight with it, but Dumbach doing a great job. Sorry, that was Cavalier right there with the puck. Cavalier with a shot. That goes off the boards. So a little bit wide in the net. Less than a minute left here in the period. Betzker with the puck right now. Betzker trying to get into a front. And that one does not find a teammate. There's going to be a delayed penalty right here. And looks like that's going to be on the Owls as well.
Back and forth action here late in this second period. The Owls have not been able to find scoring success as much as they did in the first. And they've been a little bit less disciplined here, taking, I believe, 2 or 3 penalties in this period. But they're still looking strong, and hopefully they can kill this one off and go back to being stronger on even strength.
Well, JD, penalties aren't the worst thing ever. All you have to do is just fight them off, and the Owls have done that with what they've had so far. They have another one right here as Murray goes to the box, and that shot gets sent around. And this is Penn State back with the puck. 30 seconds left here in the period. And Dumbach just sends that one long to clear it. Clock running down here on the second period. Less than 20 seconds now. Penn State still with the puck coming up to the neutral zone. And a good job by Swartz right there to get in front of the pass. Deflected. 10 seconds left here. Another rush opportunity for Penn State. That's probably only going to be the last one they have. Another opportunity. The shot goes wide left, and that'll be the end of the second period. The Owls up 7-0 here. 3 goals that period. 1 from Woishner, 1 from Giazza, and JD, I can't think of who the other goal is by. There's just so many goals in this game. It's hard to keep track of all of them, and that's a good problem to have.
Owls scoring so many goals here, we can't keep track.
Right, there was a Price deflection. Jeff Timlin, social media man, on the job.
What a guy.
So, 7-0 here for the Owls. Great period of play. Not as good as the as the first period, but still a very solid period. 3 goals, 3 penalties though, so that's something they're going to have to work on going into the second period. And JD, what'd you like from that period?
A lot. I liked a lot. It definitely, I will start by saying this, definitely a better period out there from Penn State. It was definitely a more evenly matched period. Temple only scoring 3 goals as opposed to 4 in the first. I catch myself here criticizing the Owls for only scoring 3 goals as if, we expect 4 all the time. But going forward so far in this game, they have been very, very strong. The offense has been strong. The defense has been strong. The goalies have been strong. Every player has been playing like they desperately want to win this hockey game, which is a desperation that you got to see when you're a team like Temple that doesn't have maybe as many players as the higher profile teams in this league have. But they've looked strong, Patrick, and I've liked a lot of what I saw.
JD, one thing I do want to talk about, there's so much to talk about, but that one goal, Brett Wojcner's goal, not only was it a great shot by Wojcner, but a beautiful setup by Dumbach. Dumbach looked like he was going to pass it to Wojcner earlier. It looked like he was going to give it away, but he was not getting rid of that puck. He was skating with it until he knew he had the right opportunity, delivered the pass right to the tape of Wojcner. Wojcner did not let it go to waste, sent it to the upper right corner. Beautiful one-time shot, beautiful goal.
Absolutely. Dumbach, I will say, not to take credit away from Wojcner, but I want to start with talking about Dumbach. He's been doing it all in this game, Patrick. He's been doing it all this season, Patrick, but so far here in this game, he's been doing it all. He's a beautiful pass by him. He was able to take 2 defenders on, very similar to the earlier 2-on-1 goal we had earlier in the game with Nick Van Allen to Charles Giazza. Dumbach was able to do the same thing, coming in on the left side of the zone this time, was able to draw the defenders over so that Wojcner could streak in a beautiful backhanded pass almost across the entire width of the ice to Wojcner, who was just able to bury it in the back of the net, looking very strong on a play like that from the Owls.
And JD, the offense deserves plenty of praise. The defense, we're not talking about it as much, but when there's a shutout going, obviously the defense is doing its job, and when you do your job and you don't get praised for it, you still do your job, and it doesn't mean that they're doing a bad job, they're just doing their job, Doing their job. Jobs. But definitely agree with you here going forward in this game. It's easy to talk a lot about the offense when you're winning 7-0, but a very important part of that stat, like you said, is the nothing on the other side. Penn State has 27 shots through 2 periods. That's a standard number of shots, which, they've struggled in the past. Either last game they played or 2 games ago they only had 12 shots on net in the whole game, but they got 27 here going into the third period, so you figure they're averaging about 13 shots a period, which is good. That's a good numbers. It's not phenomenal numbers. It's not 40 shots in 2 periods like Temple has, but it's good numbers going here forward. So not only the defense, but Ben Auerbach have been able to stay strong and be able to keep this shutout going. Such a strong shutout at that. It's very great to see for Temple. And JD, I feel like I've said this before, but if you dropped me in this arena without knowing anything about Ben Auerbach and told me that he was a freshman, I would not believe it, because some of the saves he's making, he's getting great pad saves, he's getting great blocker saves, he's getting great rebound saves, and there's a couple where he had to save 2 or 3 in a row and he was looking like a pro, and a couple where there's beautiful opportunities that he just threw his blocker out and got it in the way of it. And he did get a little bit of help there from his best friend, the post, and Dumbach was helping out there on defense, but a great showing nonetheless. And with that, that'll be the end of our piece here at the end of the second. So Jeff Timlin will be back here for the second intermission report. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back.
Welcome back here to this Temple Ice Hockey Intermission Report alongside Jeff Timlin. I am JD Fogarty. Jeff, another strong period here from the Owls, but also a strong period from Penn State. What did you like about Penn State's play out here in comparison to how they played in the first period?
So what I liked about the Lions was they came out, and just like the first period, they came out strong in the first 5 minutes. It helps that they had a power play. But, you can see what they were trying to do. They swapped the goaltender, get a momentum shift in the game. They were playing a lot more aggressive. And unfortunately, though, that penalty kill by the Owls, followed by a real quick off-the-draw goal that the Lions just weren't ready for, they lost all that momentum. But, you can see they're still putting up a good amount of shots, but I don't know. It doesn't seem to be working for them.
Definitely. It was a stronger play, but it didn't seem to work for them. Obviously, they're still being shut out. Now, speaking of being shut out, Jeff, I want to welcome you to a Temple Ice Hockey broadcast by saying we talk about Ben Auerbach a lot. So, let's talk about Ben Auerbach. What did you see that you liked, not just in the second period, but also the first, of the Temple's goalie here in that tonight?
So, 27 saves on 27 shots. It's like, in 2 periods, it's really good. There's nothing to laugh at there. If I'm being honest, though, I feel like the show is being stolen from him, and I'm not getting to, he's watching, a lot of the saves that I see him making are, quick poke checks off to the side, deflecting the puck a little bit, real easy glove saves are right into the pads. It seems to me, when I'm watching, it's, 2 drastically different teams. You got the Owls, who don't have full lineups, but aren't playing tired, right? They're hungry, and they're continuing to score, even coming in with 4 goals to none. And the Lions, it seems like they're playing not to win, but just not to lose. They're playing, they're balling up in front of their goaltender. They're going for these long passes and dump and chase and quick shots right into the pads. That I don't think it's having a shutout so far, clearly Auerbach's doing a great job, but I don't think he's been tested by anything too drastic. That being said, 2 penalty kills so far, and a half a penalty kill, and then another half that'll go into the third. And he sees a lot of shots on those, and he's been able to block them and get them to the D-men.
Definitely been looking impressive in the net, but I do agree he wasn't being tested very much. Well, thank you for being here on camera for these broadcasts, Jeff. We're sure going to miss you, but we're going to send you back to the social media duties for the third period. Be sure to come right back, as me and myself and Patrick Johnstone will be back for the call on the third period. Owls leading 7-0.
All right, and here we are back here for the third. Just a reminder, Temple is a man down for another minute here as Brendan Murray is still in the box. And Penn State on the attack right now. And the Owls getting it back. This is Jay Swartz trying to get it out, and he stays with it, but unable to get it out. Penn State still with the puck. And a good job right there as Eric Graham now coming with the puck. He's got an opportunity. He's skating with it. A shot, and that one goes off the back of the net. For a second there, I thought it went in, JD. I almost got very excited.
Would have definitely been a sight to see to have an 8-goal game in the beginning of the third period for the Owls.
And that one would have come short-handed. Another penalty. I'm not sure who this is on. We're going to find that one out for you. Looks like the ref was signaling holding. And that will be against Penn State, number 26, Alec Delavecchia. So this will be a 4-on-4 for just 30 seconds, and then the Owls will have a minute and a half of power play.
Definitely a good thing here for the Owls. They were struggling a little bit to kill off that penalty, but now they can be at even strength for a bit, and then a power play, which is huge. They've been successful in that so far in this game.
And Swartz had a shot, but that was deflected. Penn State almost went on the attack, but Dumbach, again, good job to keep it on his stick, and he just throws that out of bounds, so a stoppage of play here.
Temple on the cusp of going on their own power play, which would be great for them to take advantage of. Great play by Dumbach in the neutral zone. Penn State almost had a bit of a breakaway there, but he was able to make yet another strong defensive play and was able, to stop that chance for Penn State.
Dumbach sending it for Smith. Smith can't get it on his tape, though, as Penn State will take over. That is Bellevue with the puck. Bellevue gets it to DeLillis. And the penalty will be over for the Owls, so a minute and a half of power play right here. And Penn State with the puck. This is Cavalier with the puck right here. Cavalier with the shot, and a great save by Schmidley right there. And there's 1:16 left here on the power play.
Great to see Cavalieri getting that shot like that. Great reaction time by Schmidley. Looks like he wasn't necessarily expecting that shot, but he was able to react in time and make a phenomenal glove save to keep that puck out of the back of the net and keep the Owls from capitalizing on yet another power play.
And Powell gets the puck back to Kulikowski. Kulikowski to Seachuk. Seachuk with a shot, and that one's a nice save by Schmidley, and a shot by Smith goes a little wide right. Powell now with the puck. Powell back to Seachuk. Sorry, that is Cavalier. Kulikowski to Powell. Powell to Smith. Smith trying to get it back to Powell. Almost a great opportunity for the Owls, but no shot there. Powell back to Smith. 49 seconds left on the power play. Smith still with the puck. Back to Cavalier. Smith over to Kulikowski. Kulikowski the shot off the chest. And Smith can't get the shot. Sorry, that was Powell right there that couldn't get the shot. And Penn State is able to clear it. 30 seconds left here on the power play for the Owls.
Almost another goal there for the Owls as Schmidley made the save off his chest but let up a rebound. Powell was right in front of the net waiting for that rebound chance, but he was unable to bury it, and the goal deficit remains 7.
And Penn State able to clear it again. 15 seconds left for the Owls on the power play, so probably only one more opportunity on the rush. This is Seachuk with it. Seachuk sending it up to Powell, who can't handle it, but Penn State gets back, dumps it in. 5 seconds left, so this will be the end of the power play for the Owls.
Great kill there for Penn State. You know, the momentum was taken away a little bit while on the end of their power play, they committed a penalty, but they were able to kill this one off pretty effectively and did not give Temple a lot of scoring chances during that power play.
And not the freshman Weishner with it right there, passing it to Kulikowski. To Giazza, back to Van Allen. Giazza with the opportunity, but he loses the puck right there. Another great opportunity from Van Allen and Giazza. Dumbach just sends it in. Penn State will go and chase it. This is Devin Bogert. Devin Bogert, not to be confused with Trent Bogert. Not sure if there's any relation right there. It's definitely possible.
Anything's possible, Patrick.
And Giazza with the puck behind the net gets it to Van Allen. Van Allen with the shot, but that gets deflected in front of the net. Dumbach trying to keep it in the zone, but unable to, so Weishner will send it right back into the zone. Weishner with a diving play and able to break up the pass. Good defensive play right there from the junior. And this is an attack right here for Logan Morris. The shot, Auerbach saves that easily. There's 16:04 left in the game here. The Owls still up 7-0.
Good save there by Auerbach. Now that Temple and Penn State are back to even strength, you can see Penn State getting a few more offensive chances deep in their zone, but Temple's still looking strong here. Not looking tired at all, which is something that we worried would become an issue here later in the game.
And there's still plenty of hockey left to play, though, JD, so we'll keep an eye on that as the game goes on. As Tim Price loses the puck right there, it looks like it's going to be a delayed penalty for tripping on Price. And it looks like it was just incidental contact, but regardless, the Owls will go to the shorthand once they touch this puck up. And no penalty right there, so I guess they did not keep the hand up right there.
I think the hand was for offsides on that one, Patrick.
That is definitely a possibility, JD. I just saw the hand after the Penn State player went to the ice, and I guess I just assumed the worst. As another Penn State player trips right here. Another problem that we see all the time, JD, the ice causing problems for the skates, and no contact for the player goes down. As Penn State gets a shot, goes wide left of the net, but Penn State still with the puck. That was Morris trying to get it into his teammate, but Sechuk comes away with the puck. Sechuk trying to get it out. He gives it right back to Morris. Morris can't get the pass to fall. So Krulikowski will come up with it as the Owls are changing and the Penn State defense are changing. Krulikowski sends it over the net. And this is Cavalier with the puck. And now the Owls on a one-on-one. Krulikowski on defense. A good job right there. And that will be a stoppage of play. Not sure if that looked like it was offsides, JD. The hand going up confused me again there. It looks like it was offsides, no penalty. So 14:41 left here in the game. And Cavalier wins the face-off, but Penn State going after it. A nice shot. That was Della Vecchia, but he was just sprawled out on the ice, just tried to throw the puck on net, and he did, but Ben Auerbach having no problem saving that. And another shot, this time from the neutral zone. Auerbach, no problem with that one either. Swartz with it, gives it to Dumbach. Dumbach sends it across, looking for no one in particular. And that is Doug Barber with the puck, but a good job by Devlin. A nice big hit by Devlin. And that gets the puck back to Cavalier. Cavalier with a shot, but that one sat right in the crease. Good job by the defense to get it out. And JD, a huge hit by Devlin right there almost led to an Owls goal.
Devlin's aggressiveness there definitely started off the momentum for the Owls. Almost able to get a goal on that second opportunity as the puck was rolling through the crease, but Penn State's defender able to make a good play to get that puck out of danger.
And just under 14 minutes left here in the game. Cavalier getting it to Dumbach. Dumbach sent it off a defender, and that one almost went on net. Taylor Smith with it right here, but a good defensive play by Donald Felice. And this is Dumbach with the puck, sending it over to Swartz, but that goes a little bit wide. Swartz sticking with it, though. He gets it, trying to get it up to Cavalier, another number 17 up there, JD. They're trying to confuse me. Cavalier gets it back to Dumbach. Dumbach with a shot. That gets redirected by Price, but a good save by Schmidley right there. A nice shot by Smith, but right into the chest of Schmidley. Another attack by Smith, and another save by Schmidley. This is Cavalier with the puck right here. A good hit, and then that puck will be wide, and looks like there's going to be a fight here, as the Penn State player did not appreciate that hit. It looked clean to me, though. And looks like Cavalier is going to the box, however. Looks like an offsetting penalty, so that would be Cavalier and Daniel Lyons. Now, Lyons, JD, is by far Penn State's biggest penalty taker. He is coming into this game 28 minutes of penalties, followed in second with 18 by Clay Janowiak.
28 minutes of penalties on the season, and add 4 more on this game, so to a total of 32 on the season. Now what you want to see if you're Penn State trailing by this much. Looks like it's going to be 4 minutes for Cavalieri in the box.
So that looks like it's going to be a double minor. No, they're taking the double minor down, so we're going to see once they get sent up. That is 2 minutes for Cavalier, probably going to be 2 minutes for Lions, so it's going to be a 4-on-4 here with offsetting penalties.
Looks like the refs are trying to figure this one out as well. We don't know what's going on, and it looks like they might not either.
So Lions is in the box, but there's no penalty up. Penn State has 5 skaters on the ice, but the refs are trying to figure this one out. And now it looks like Brendan Murray is going to the box. So JD, color me confused. I don't know what's going on here, but Cavalieri and Brendan Murray are in the box. Penn State is on the power play after what looked to me like a clean hit.
It was hard to tell what was going on there. The referees didn't give us much explanation, but all we know is that it is 5-on-4 here for the Lions, and that will go. I'm assuming some of the penalties came during that scrum at the end of the play. We won't know, but all that we do know is that Penn State on the power play here.
If I had to guess, JD, as Ben Auerbach sprawling out, great save. That'll be a penalty. Looks like goaltender interference, maybe. What I have to assume is Brendan Murray is setting an offsetting penalty with Lions, and Cavalier is in the box for a penalty. So 3 men in the box. As Giazza now going to the box, so 5-on-3. As there is a little bit of a pushing match in front of the net right there. So not what you like to see, not some good discipline here at the end of the game for the Owls, and they will have 5-on-3 for a minute and a half that they now have to kill.
Definitely not what you want if you're the Owls. A lot of confusing penalties in the last about 30 seconds or so, but now Penn State gets a huge advantage to get some goals back as they are now on the 5-on-3.
And Ben Auerbach doing a good job right there blocking shots, and Krulikowski helping him out, deflecting that shot. And Sechuk can't get that out. Penn State with an opportunity right here. Krulikowski blocking his second shot of the penalty kill. Sorry, that's his third shot block of the penalty kill, JD. And Penn State's shot goes wide of the net, so Penn State still with the puck right here, still in the 5-on-3 for a little more than a minute. And a nice, easy glove save by Auerbach. So 48 seconds left on the 5-on-3. A minute 20 left on the Senko penalty, and 11:30 left in the game.
Good power play, so far here for Penn State. They're getting a lot of passes, and they're opening up a lot of shooting lanes. Ben Auerbach saw that last one all the way, but that's not to take away from the fact that they've been doing a good job getting scoring opportunities here in this power play.
And the Owls can't clear it there, so Penn State with another opportunity. A good shot blocked by the junior Wojcner. And this is Janowiak, sorry about that, with the shot. And Dumbach goes down. He was hit by a shot, and it looks like it hit him in the knee. He's holding his knee in pain, and he's down on the ice. Penn State not happy with the shot, the play being stopped with Dumbach going down, and he's being helped off the ice. So a stinger right there. Dumbach just trying to skate it off. He's hurting, you can tell that. And hopefully nothing too bad. That'll just be a stinger from getting hit by the puck.
Not what you want to see here if you're Temple. Dumbach's been one of your strongest players in this game. I believe this is his second injury of the season as well. He had one earlier on in the season. Not what you want to see. Hopefully he can get back out here on the ice. Hopefully it's just a minor injury.
And JD, this is still a 5-on-3 as a good deflection goes wide of the net, and a rebound stopped by Auerbach. And Penn State with a one-time shot. That is blocked by a Penn State player, though, right there. 7 seconds left on the first penalty. And the net comes off its bearings yet again. 2 seconds left on the 5-on-3. And that net has been having problems all day. The net on the left side of the ice is whenever the goalie even touches it, it goes out of the net.
Definitely Penn State here has a case of the too many passes. They're having some good opportunities to put the puck on the net, but they keep looking for the perfect shot, passing it back and forth. Got to just start putting pucks on the net when you're down by 7 goals in the third period.
So it is back to a 5-on-3 as Murray comes back in. Penn State with a puck here. They still have 20 seconds of power play. And Penn State with the opportunity right here. The shot, good stop by Krulikowski, so that doesn't even make its way on net. And now the clear, that should end up being the end of the penalty. 5 seconds left. The Owls coming back. And right here we have Penn State sending the puck into the zone. Giazza now with the puck, 10 minutes left in the game, so we're halfway through the period right here. Krulikowski now with it. Krulikowski sending to Van Allen, gets it to Tim Price, but that's a little bit too long for him. And Swartz now with the puck. Swartz just trying to find someone, gets it to Giazza. Giazza to Price. Price is skating up with it right now. Price to Van Allen. And Giazza now with the puck. Giazza turns the puck over, so this is Gutikunst. I hope I'm pronouncing that one right. The shot there by Penn State, easy glove save by Auerbach. 41 shots he's now faced, JD, and that is a big old donut up there on the scoreboard.
Definitely strong play here for Ben Auerbach here. Penn State's goalie's also faced 51 shots of his own, so both goalies facing a tremendous amount of shots, making a tremendous amount of saves here in this game. But Penn State definitely putting up more shots, and Ben Auerbach definitely doing what we've seen of him all season. Cool under pressure, under so many shots. Love to see it.
And JD, if you do remember, the Penn State did have a different goalie in the first period, so Ben Auerbach faced 41 shots, and he is the most shots against in this game, so he's proven to be the real veteran as a freshman as Murray takes the puck into the zone. And Wojcner trying to fight for the puck. As Smith with the shot, that goes right into the glove of Schmidley. 8:51 left here in the game.
Wojcner almost able to get a deflection on that Smith slap shot was what have made things difficult for Schmidley. However, he was not able to get a stick on it. Schmidley was able to make the easy glove save.
Wojcner now taking the face off for the Owls in their offensive zone. He gets it back to Murray. Murray almost turns it over. Krulikowski whiffing right there. Krulikowski able to come back with it though and turns the puck over. So Penn State back with the puck in their own zone right here, trying to get it out. And the pass goes right into the stick of Betzger to Wojcner. Wojcner with a nice play. Betzger a little bit left of the net there. That was another good play by the Owls. We've seen it a couple times here. The passing is really making this offense right here. And now Penn State back on the offensive rush. This is Gutikunst. He sends it in. Krulikowski now with the puck, giving it to Smith. Smith sends it up to Powell, and Powell's just going to dump it into the zone. And now Penn State on the attack, but Swartz now with it. He's going to skate around with it, looking for someone, gets it to Devlin. Devlin's going to take it back behind the net, and he's just going to send it around for Eric Graham. And another shot, that gets deflected, goes wide left. Swartz now back with the puck, up to Graham. And this is Taylor Smith fighting with 3 Penn State defenders for it. Gets it into the zone, and he'll go off the change. And a dump in. Sechuk coming in for Taylor Smith will come and meet it with Auerbach. 7 minutes left here in the game as Graham comes up for the puck. And there's a fight for it along the boards. That puck goes out of the zone and will be offsides against Penn State.
Back and forth action here between Temple and Penn State towards the end of this third period. Well, the end, there's still 7 minutes to go, but relatively speaking, towards the latter half of this third period. Hopefully Temple can keep this 7-0 lead going. Maybe they can capitalize, get some more. We'll see what happens going forward here in this period.
And this is Swartz with the puck, getting it to Giazza. Giazza now skating with it up to Van Allen. Van Allen looking for something, skating up towards the net. Van Allen trying to throw it on, but that gets stopped by Schmidtly. Wojcner now with the puck. Wojcner still with it. Giazza with the shot, and that goes right in between the legs, but Schmidtly able to keep it out. The puck is still live. That gets sent on, blocked in front of the net. That puck goes through the crease, so the Owls still generating great opportunities here in the end of the game, where JD, we usually see them get pretty tired.
Definitely an issue so far this season. We talked about before, tiredness for this Owls team. They don't have a very deep bench. They usually get tired towards the end of these games. Not looking like the case. Although, if you compare it to the first two periods, they haven't scored any goals here yet. But with a 7-0 lead going into the third period, that is nothing to be worried about.
And that puck goes out of bounds. And JD, I did mention it before, Trevs is not dressed. We don't have Nick Gonzalez in right here. Maratea, Reed Betzger, and Brendan Murray aren't playing too much. Bo Tour isn't here during this game. So if some of those guys can come back and once they're dressed, this will be a full team, and it will be an exciting team to watch if this game is any indication.
I said it earlier, and I'll say it again. Maybe Temple should try playing with down a few men more often, because it seems to be successful here so far in this game.
Tim Price with a beautiful play right there, and beautiful shot. That goes 5-hole. Tim Price doing it himself with the goal, is second of the game. That'll be 8-0 Owls. And this game, JD, I know it was over a long time ago, but that's got to be a good feeling for Price. Coming back, this is his third game back with a team, getting 2 goals. And the senior can do it all. This is his last semester with the team. He's graduating in the winter, and he's only got a couple left, but he's making them count.
Definitely good stuff here so far from Price. Textbook example of what we talked about in the pregame report of this game. You got to get experience in there with the youthful energy, and Price has definitely been a great senior leader so far in this game, showing the young guys how to get it done with 2 goals of his own.
And JD, we saw a play very similar to that 2 weeks ago with Taylor Smith, his beautiful goal where he made the defender miss, made another defender miss, and made the goalie miss. As Penn State is now on the breakaway opportunity, this shot, a weak shot, as Ben Auerbach just sends it away. And JD, Taylor Smith did a good job making some defenders miss and making the goalie look silly. But Tim Price, a good job there, goes through the legs of the defender and then 5-hole on the goalie. And just a beautiful goal and a good exclamation point if that ends up being the last goal of this game to seal it for the Owls. So under 5 minutes left here in the game. Penn State with the puck in their offensive zone. A good job there by Swartz, or rather Cavalier, the other number 17. And the puck goes around. Penn State will touch it up, but that goes right back to Cavalier. And back to Swartz. So again, the 2 number 17s on the ice at once. Very confusing for us broadcasting the game.
Come on, Patrick. You never called a hockey game where 2 people have the same number before? Was this your first time?
JD, I'm going to be honest with you, I actually have, but it doesn't get easier. As that puck goes out of the rink, it will be end of the 4 minutes left here in the game, JD. 55 shots for the Owls, 44 shots for the Blue Lions. Temple leading 8-0. You heard that right, 8-0. Ben Auerbach with a 44 save shutout as of right now. And JD, if this holds up, this will be the freshman's first ever shutout.
Definitely something that you want to see going forward into this season. Don't want to jinx it here, Patrick, by mentioning it too much. You know, when a pitcher's got the opportunity for a perfect game, you don't want to mention it too much. But going forward, hopefully he can get that done.
You know, JD, I'm pretty sure when Roy Halladay had that perfect game and people mentioned it, it wasn't a problem. And if I do be so bold to compare Ben Auerbach to Roy Halladay, I think the people in Philly would appreciate that, because that is what he's proven to be right here. He is very cool, calm under pressure, as that is another opportunity for the Owls. Goes right through the crease, but they can't capitalize on it. Ben Auerbach looking like a seasoned vet right here. And he is only a freshman, JD.
Loved the comparison to Roy Halladay there. You know, 2 Philadelphia sports legends of equal merit. Makes sense to me.
Yeah, one won a World Series. The other one is in due time going to do something of the sorts. And Penn State with the puck right here, under 3 minutes left in the game. Temple with the puck in their zone, skating it out is Swartz. Swartz just dumps it in. And JD, one thing I do want to point out is Ryan Dumbach back on the ice. So as I had previously thought, he was just a little shaken up and getting hit by the shot. So he seems to be all right, skating well, coming back on.
Breathe a sigh of relief here if you're the Temple fans. You really want to see number 21 back in this game, as he's been playing so well so far out here.
And Ghiazza now at the puck behind the net. And JD, we've talked about it before, another hit and another Ghiazza not going down. As I say that, he does go down, but Ghiazza's a big guy, and the defenders always try to lay big hits on him, and he just stands them up as he did so there.
He's a tough kid, that Ghiazza. He gets hit a lot, but that's because he's always involved in the offensive, or right in where the puck is. Always takes a hit, rarely goes down. That's what you love to see, especially in such a young player.
And as we were talking about that, Ghiazza almost had a breakaway opportunity, but Schmidtly came out to meet the puck, so no opportunity for Ghiazza. 2 minutes left here in the game. The Owls will cruise to a nice, easy victory. Up 8-0 right now. We're just waiting to see if that is going to stick as the final score. Van Allen coming up with it. And Penn State with the puck behind the net. Van Allen steals the puck away, trying to get it to someone in front of the net, but it does not go. Ghiazza with the puck, tries to get a shot off, but that is no good. Penn State back with the puck. This is Colton McMullen right here. And Taylor Smith passing it to Joey Powell. Powell for the long pass to Price, but a little too long, and that will be touched up by Penn State. No icing there, but Powell coming back in it with a great steal, a great pass, but Betzker can't get anything with it. Taylor Smith sending it into the corner, and Penn State will send it out of the zone. No icing called here as Ben Auerbach comes out to meet it. Dumbach now with the puck. Just a minute left here in the game. The Owls will be content to just skate out this one. Betzker trying to send it out of the zone. Taylor Smith now with the puck. Taylor Smith skating with it. Good job right here. Makes another man miss, and Taylor Smith with a shot and a goal for the Owls! Exclamation point right here as Joey Powell sends in Taylor Smith's rebound. JD, I talked about it on the Price goal. Taylor Smith with some nice handles right there. Taking it from his own zone, gets the shot. Schmidtly goes down and leaves a wide open rebound that Powell just drains. Less than a minute left here. The Owls winning 9-0. And that is just a great, great sign here, JD. A great scene, exactly what you want to see.
Definitely good to see. We've heard that goal saw a lot in this game, which is nice to hear. You know, the late great Clarence Clemens playing away on that saxophone, but definitely good stuff. What you want to hear if you're an Owls fan, you want to hear that goal horn played a lot, and you certainly have in this game.
And about 20 seconds left here in the game. Penn State with the puck right behind their net. Clock is ticking down. And 10 seconds left here. Devlin with a great play from the seat of his pants takes the puck away. 5 seconds left. And Cavalier sending it to Eric Graham. That is the buzzer. The Owls win this in astonishing fashion. 9-0 here is the final score. And JD, the Owls exploding on the offense for 9 goals on 60 shots. And JD, I can't be too sure about this. I don't know what the exact numbers are for the Owls, but that might be the most shots they've had on net this season, and definitely the most goals they've scored, as Ben Auerbach, his second career win, gets a shutout on 44 shots, JD. Wow. That's just all I can say is wow from this whole game. Was just outstanding, from the offense to the defense to the goalie to the special teams. Just wow.
Great game here for the Owls. I agree. Wow. It was a play that honestly many Owls fans didn't expect here in this game. They have not shown dominance like this in any of their games so far, and just to see this is a refreshing relief for Owls fans who have seen them lose a lot of tough games this season. Gosh, does this one feel good. Really nice stuff out here from Temple.
And JD, I don't know what to say there's just so much that went right this game, and every aspect of this game was beautiful for the Owls. And I know this isn't the toughest competition they've ever faced, but this is a statement win. And if they play like this for the rest of the season, I know they're not going to score 9 goals every game, but if they get even a fraction of what they got here from any of their players, they're gonna have a successful season. And I hope we look back on the season and see this game as a turning point.
Definitely hope so. No matter if the competition you're playing is super tough or not, it still feels good to win games like this, and it still means a lot to a hockey team to win games like this, to be dominant like this. It does wonders for your confidence, especially when they were down a couple players. To be able to come here and perform so dominantly is definitely something to be impressed with.
And JD, I want to ask you, you were talking about it earlier, doing a new segment, so I'm going to go ahead and bring it up. We're going to do JD's 3 stars of the game. Who you got?
I like it. So we're going to start off with number 3, the upperclassman assistant captain defender, Ryan Dumbach. He played phenomenally in this game. He went down a little bit with an injury at the end, but when he was not playing, he was doing everything right, Patrick. He was doing everything you expect from a defender, or from a player in general. He was being strong on the blue line when they were in the offensive zone. He was creating scoring opportunities for his teammates, and he was playing physically and always right there in the middle of every play, which really stood out a lot to me. He had a couple of assists, which was great for the Owls, really helped them out. Number 2 star, got to give it to the man in net, Ben Auerbach. 60 saves in a shot. I mean, he could be contention for number 1, but 60 saves in this shutout.
JD.
Oh, 40.
Saves.
I'm looking at the wrong thing.
Temple shots, 44 saves.
I'm it's a little cold in here. It might be messing with my brain, but 44 saves gives me still nothing to sneeze at. 44 save shutout is incredible. He wasn't tested so much early on, but as the game went on, he was able to get the shutout. And you mentioned his first career shutout as a Temple goalie. I want to go even further and point out this is the first shutout all season for Temple. Only the 3rd win of the season. The other 2 wins, TCNJ was 5-3, I believe, or 5-2, and early in the season against Nova, I believe, was 6-5. First shutout by Temple goalie all season. Got to feel good for the Owls. Number 1 star has to go to my main man, Charles Giazza. He played very well in this game. When you're a Temple fan, you see that great hair flowing down the ice, the good things are to come, and he really played well. 2 goals, I believe he had a couple of assists. Like we said, it's very refreshing to see a freshman in there in every play. That's the most impressive part. Forget the assists, forget the goals. He's in there in almost every play when he's on the ice. We're mentioning him because he's there. He's always fighting for the puck, and he's always playing really well. So, we got 2 freshmen and a junior for the 3 stars of the game, a goalie, a defender, and a forward, which really shows you how much of a complete game Temple played here.
Well, JD, I'm going to have to go ahead and say this. I hope for your sake Ben Auerbach does not see any iterations of this broadcast, because if he finds out he got a 44 save shutout and you did not give him his first star, if I were him, I'd be furious. So if I have to pick my stars, I'm going to go the same people with different order. I'm going to say Giaz at 3, Dumbach at 2, because he played like a madman today, assisting, playing good defense, scoring, and then, of course, the man in net, Big Ben Auerbach, with a 44 save shutout. He would have to be my star of the game.
Everyone's entitled to their opinions. It's hard to give a goalie a 1 star when you score 9 goals in a game. I mean, it's still impressive, but you got to talk about how 9 goals. It's unprecedented for Temple.
That is a good point, JD, but I'm just going to have to disagree with you.
The American process, you're allowed to disagree.
Well, as always, be sure to follow us on Twitter at TU Ice Hockey. JD and I will be back on the broadcast this Sunday, a 12:30 puck drop against Wagner College right here at the Revolution Ice Garden, so be sure to tune in. And also be sure to tweet at us. We will be taking your questions on Twitter, and maybe we'll answer a couple of them on the broadcast on Sunday, so keep an eye out for that. So for JD Fogarty, myself, and Jeff Timlin, and the rest of the broadcast team, we thank you for tuning in, and we hope you enjoyed this game. Be sure to tune in on Sunday.